as a person, he is a jolly good fellow, a nice man and very supportive. When I met him, I was a very young lawyer. He took me under his wings, gave me briefs, gave me friendly advice, family-related advice. In fact, I am proud to have met him in Asaba. Chief Cassidy, I know he's an Ogbueshi from Umuago, and I know he is one of the SA to the governor on security, and I also know he protects the interests of Asaba with his capacity. I urge Chief Cassidy to continue with his good work, a very amiable character. Even as the age is coming, we will not say he's aging, but he is growing younger and gaining more wisdom. Because if you see Ogbueshi here, you will think he's a 40-year-old man. So my encouragement for him is that he should continue doing what he has been doing, and also to continue encouraging the young ones, just as he encouraged me. Chief Cassidy is an enigma, and he is many things to many people, a man of many parts. All I will tell you is that he is properly mixed. Yes, and I love him. He carries out his function with diligence, and if he should take a course for you, you will succeed. Yeah.
I call him Ogbueshi Cassidy, the digital Ogbueshi, because actually in 2016 I opened this company, Climate Service and Engineering, and my interest was to have a place that is very close to the Ministry of Lands and Survey. Then getting an accommodation within these houses was actually a difficult one, but to God be the glory. Within that period, a lawyer just packed out from this particular place, and I approached him that I would like to have this place. Then he looked at me as somebody that may not be able to meet up with the rent, but to God be the glory, he gave me a trial, and I don't think I've disappointed him. He's a nice man. He has this maintenance culture, and that's one thing I admire him most. He maintains his buildings. He has the passion to make his plaza look more or less as the best in town. And you notice that at night when you drive past this plaza, it's always a beautiful place to behold. So he's a nice man. He understands. He takes care of his tenants, and he's always happy to repair whatever you complain that is spoiled. I remember in 2018 there was this property I was supposed to acquire around the Jesus Saves area, and being a well-known figure in this town, I approached him that I would like to have that property. He advised me to have a little patience to investigate that property, and at the end of the day he advised me not to buy that property. The advice was actually something that I obeyed. Had it been I went ahead to acquire that property, probably I would have lost it. And he said I should not go into that business, which I obeyed. There are some other instances. Because I'm a surveyor, I encounter land issues almost on a daily basis, and I always seek his advice. Which, how far about this property? How far about this layout? How far about this? Sometimes you can go ahead, or which people gave you that job? Do you know their names? You call one or two names. Definitely, he's always familiar with the principal members of each family. And sometimes he will say, yeah, go ahead, and sometimes you say, just hold on, make proper investigation before you go ahead. And he's been helping me, you understand, because I know he too is a land baron. Generally he's a nice man. Honestly speaking, without fear of favor, he's been a nice man to us. He's been a very good landlord. He's been a good father figure, contrary to whatever opinion people have outside. for me, it's been very helpful. And I've progressed in his plaza. We started from nothing to where we are now, all in his plaza. I've not packed out since I packed. Since 2016, this is 2021. I've not packed out. I don't have the mindset of packing out because I'm okay here. Yeah. He should uphold his tenets of being neat. He's a very neat man. A very handsome looking gentleman, you know. Sometimes when I see him dress, I begin to admire him. I say, Obueshi. And that's why I call him the digital Obueshi. Yeah, there was a day he came back from Canada. I think I was the first to meet him. The outfit was wonderful. You know, he was dressed on complete Louis Vuitton, complete. And I'm somebody that admires design so well. So I was just admiring him. You know, as he's getting older, we pray God to grant him more life, to be able to enjoy the fruits of his labor, you know, and he should uphold the tenets of being truthful, you know. At this age now, I don't think there is anything of which he's looking for him. He has virtually acquired whatever he wants to acquire. Cars, buildings, position, you know. So the only thing he needs now is just his legacy. His legacy. By fighting for the oppressed. He should use his position to fight for the oppressed. To be a freedom fighter. You know. Help the less privileged. And that's it.
Yes, my advice is that he should continue in his good work. He has done marvelously well for our Sabbath community. And I think I have been following his footsteps. So just like what I told him when he was here, I said, brother, you are only wasting you've not finished training me. Because even in our family of BOD, if he doesn't come out, you call me, Chiago, go and represent me. You see, he's doing marvelously well. But you see that a prophet is not always recognized in his hometown. So the only advice I have for him is that whether they like it or not, he has come to stay. So the only thing I want to tell him is that let him do what he's, because I don't do things I will come tomorrow to say I'm sorry. Please forgive me. And I don't see him like that. So let it maintain himself. Even if Asaba doesn't recognize him, God has recognized him. You see? He has done marvelously well for Asaba. You see? I know of a lot of people he's paying school fees for quietly. We recently said we had one of our brothers who died. He didn't have a single child. But it's better when you come here that day, you would think the person is that he has almost about 7 or 10 children here in front of this place. Then he was not feeling so strong. But he said, Chiago, I said, brother, he said, whatever it will be, go ahead and do it. I mean, Chiago, I said, brother, because we have one thing in common in Obiodile's family. If you are my senior for one day, I will never call you by your name. If not of late, I didn't even know that his name is Nduka. All who have just known him is Brother Cassidy. You see, so I think he has tried. And if we want to follow by what people have done, such people are people that the Asaba is supposed to have recognized. Because a lot of people you see recognizing them now, I don't see what they have done for Asaba. Because the first thing, if you go out, the thing that is upmost in anybody's mind, and I don't think anybody will ever forget it, if somebody gives you shelter in anywhere you go, because once you are given shelter, you have been secured. If you go to Lagos now, you sleep under the bridge. Anything where you see, you take her. But when you come to Lagos, maybe a friend says you on that, Bonnie, what are you doing here? He said, I'm stranded. So, come on, let's go to my house. At least for that night, you are secured. When it comes to business, he doesn't play with his money. But the main thing is that most of the businesses he has been doing is, I would say, I think it's philanthropic. He has a plaza along that road there. But I want to tell you that maybe in the plaza, he will be giving it out, go and take this, go and take that. But where I know he has one guest house here. Like I know that around this area, Lobes Hotel is one of the first guest house that came along here. But if I tell you that he knows how much they are getting from that place, it's a lie. You just leave it for maybe somebody, okay, go there and go and work. He has houses. You see, but God has blessed him because he trained his children very well. You see, even if he doesn't get any 10 kobo from anywhere, only a beck to his child, money will come. And they are doing beautifully well. You see? So, he's an astute businessman. When it comes to business, he doesn't play with that. And he's a businessman to the core. The only thing he will tell you is that, please, let what we discuss be what we discuss. Once you have discussed and sealed it, he has sealed it. So don't come back tomorrow and tell him it's not like that, no. And it's always that if he's doing business with you, maybe he's constructing a house. How much do you want me to pay for this? And you say, okay, 1 million. Kasidi might tell you, okay, I'll pay 800. You say, no. Or okay, pay 900. He might pay you your 900 upfront. That is his own. And commit you. But please don't fuck him up. I've never seen anybody who does business with him and regretted.
A lot of memories, and where will I begin to count? A lot of things happened, and at the time everybody, we left to our various areas, Some of us traveled out and all. And then the last port of call was in Lagos. We lived in Lagos at the early 70s. We were together with Cassidy, my senior sister, Sister Odigwe, and that's my most senior sister. So I happen to, but I've always been together with him, even from our, growing time, and we lived for a very long time. We've always been together, even in Lagos, other places, Benin, Warri, so on. Thank God we're all alive today. Cassidy is a gentleman and gentle in nature. You see, human nature, some people, our attitude varies. And you see, people have different perspectives about people. They know you for different things. But Cassidy has been an upright somebody, as far as I'm concerned. Very articulate, and he's very focused in whatever he does. So I've known him for that, and I'm very proud of him. Our upbringing, in fact, from our parents at least, we are made to know that we are one, and that we grew up just the same way, up to today, same way. So I thank God that we are still alive, and I thank God for him too, because at the time, he got into politics. And you can see the height he has attained now in politics too, and it's just by the grace of God too. And I glorify God for his life, and he's doing well, and I'm very proud of him as a brother. Life in the days was beautiful. Life in the days was sweet, because that is where you find love from people. When you say love, I don't know the way people look at it. When you love somebody, I mean love should be love. Such are the things I cannot even find this time again alone. Because in the village then, we knew ourselves as brothers and sisters, even if we are not of the same parents. We meet an Asaba man, we know we are brothers. No matter, even in Asaba, I think we are connected one way or the other. Either, from our grandparents, or, we have that connection as brothers in Asaba here, because every Asaba man is related somewhere. every village, either your grandmother come from here or your mother come from here, or so we are all related. Asaba is one. But these days, what I'm seeing now is a very different thing from what we found in the past. Because sometimes I don't know how to describe the life we are living now. And we're just living by the grace of God. Because I looked around and, that love we found in the past is no more what we are seeing now again. Cassidy, the man I know, is a gentleman to the core. Cassidy, the man I know, is somebody who does not tolerate nonsense. Cassidy, the man I know, is an upright man that does not tolerate maybe things they find out that they are bad, and maybe just like I've told you before, I don't know how to describe him, but Cassidy is a gentleman to the core as far as I'm concerned. And I'm not saying this because he is my brother. I cherish him. I respect him. I respect his person as somebody who is upright, somebody who does not like cheating. Cassidy cannot see somebody cheating you now and, he can fight for you. Whether he knows you or he does not know you, come and meet me now. Anything, he helps a lot of people. Cassidy is a friend, he's a brother, he's a father, he's a mentor to me. I look up to him. I need advice, I go to him. I need this, I go to him, other things, yeah. So I thank God for our lives now. We are growing old now. And sometimes I look at him and say, most time, in fact, our relationship is very cordial, as far as I'm concerned, And I thank God I have somebody like him. For him, long life. We live to enjoy his fruit, the fruit of his labor. He's got children. He's made already as a man. And the blessings of God. So I just pray that he lives a longer life also, And God will bless us all. Let's live and then see ourselves progressing. That's all. I wish him good. I wish him good.